toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rebels will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will get the first crack at it here. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways.
Makes the catch on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And how about that start for this offense? You know, oftentimes you see teams just trying to get into a rhythm, maybe an easy completion to get their quarterback feeling good. Not this offense. They take a shot and find an explosive play right out of the gate.
SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter.
Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Purdue's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Nice move to pick up yardage.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it down the middle. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming. Power football with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
They're bringing heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! The special teams proving worthy of their name.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Farley. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to move it through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. This is a 3rd and long. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Rebels will hustle to the line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Bringing it back, it's Hurley. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Line is set on 3rd down. Trying play action. Getting some heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And the Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The give to the left side. Ran through the contact. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking for a huge play. And he makes the catch inside the 25. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. The Rebels are flying down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that. Not easy to do.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. The Boilermakers pick up the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll go to the ground. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. But they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Back to the ground game on the left. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right.
Start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On the run, it's Flanagan. Gives him the big stiff arm. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he could not get loose on the run. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Flanagan. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
At the 35, he's got room. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Lost, the defense is wide open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Working that left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Hurley. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The aerial assault continues. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Purdue! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Eastern Michigan is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to Indiana. We'll circle back if anything big happens.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They want to run it left here. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. They feed him again. At the 40, there he goes. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll leave it with him. On the move at the 30. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. To the ground. He's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Rebels are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their... And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. And he got into the house for the 6th to finish it.
42.
And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick through the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there today in Oxford. Talk about a 1st half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff.
The 17.
He stopped at the 17. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Gibbs. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Here's the handoff. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, the ground game. And the Boilermakers get it past the sticks.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Handoff to the single back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And on 2nd down for this offense. Now they'll run the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th, but they can't move the chains. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll bring it back. It's Farley. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Line getting set on 2nd down. Going with the ground game left. Running with power. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. And he breaks into the open. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They go to the ground. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the give off the left side. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Rebels! And the pummeling has started.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. 14. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else in the down.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gibbs. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed on the outside. It's Hurley. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And they'll get him down after the return. Yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Rebels have this offense rolling. Now they're going to throw it. Looking for a deep man. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll give it to the back. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the 1st. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. 1st down for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set, that tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. Great job by the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands in.
And the quarterback is snowed under. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for a block. It's Farley. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. They'll try it on the ground. And the Rebels are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Across the 25, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The give to the back. Pushing ahead, a tough run. Picks up 4. It's down at the 15. The Rebels in the hurry up. He'll try the left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the stomping has commenced.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in a year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
The returner is tackled down at the 15.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he dropped it.
Was incomplete.
What a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. So going for it on 4th down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option. But not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a three-point stance and drive off the ball, and it works out.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going downfield for the big play. And he's got it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy, just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Rebels! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was...
Oh, look out! Big, big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Going up top on 1st down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything is going wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. The short hands, it's Brady. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Throws toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And it's no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chip away. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Got his man downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind him.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down. The Boilermakers are threatening in the red zone. The quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed tonight.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.